Focus your mind on the Aum. The sound of Aum that would eventually make you like itself. The principle of harmony, the principle of stability, the principle of strength, and the principle of oneness. Aum is that singularity expressed in the form of sound, otherwise which we would not be able to comprehend. Human mind is capable by learning only by imitating and then improvising on the imitation. This applies in the field of manners, education, knowledge, arts, science, warfare, and everything in our life. We always look at something which we do not know and then try to understand it by imitating it, and then we apply our own creativity on it and further refine it according to our own likes and fantasies. Therefore, we can say that change is the principle of life. If there is no change, then you would stagnate. But stagnation need not be of the creative principle, as we usually understand the meaning of stagnation, which means no growth, which means a complete stoppage of all activities and eventually a degeneration as a result of no movement. But if you look at it more intrinsically, beyond the principles of physics, then you would discover that this degeneration taking place in the pond of stagnation is actually refining itself to its originality. When a thing degenerates, like for example a piece of iron, when you leave it, it starts rusting. When it rusts completely, the iron disappears and is going back to its original state of the principle of ironness. Like this, when we were created, we carried some principle in us from the source, which we call the soul. And this soul is in the body, being covered up by the shell we call the physical body. And that begins at the time of conception and entry of the soul into the body, and then the growth continues. We could say, therefore, that change is the sign of progress, growth, development, achievement, and celebration of one's own fantastic ideas. But change always carries something in it. It carries a danger of experimentation, a danger of experimentation going wrong, and a danger of losing the original condition itself. Therefore, when we were born, we were completely different than what we are today. We looked different, we acted different, and the way we perceived things were different. And as the time proceeded, as the effect of time on us, and as the effect of influences of the surroundings on us, we changed. Our smile changed, our laughter changed, our happiness changed, and it all undertook one cover of acting. When we smile in life, it's an action that you do intentionally, and when you show that you are happy, you are acting most of the time to impress upon other people that you are normal and more than normal. But within you, when you look into yourself, you are actually not happy. You are actually not satisfied. You are actually unhappy deep inside you. And this moment of reflection gives you a chance to question yourself. Why should I do this? And how long should I do this? And the answer is very simple. As long as we are attached, as long as we are connected, as long as we have the ego principle dominating in us, we have to act in order to fulfill the social obligations, in order to fulfill the prestige that we aspire for. We act all the life until a time comes when you stop everything. When you stop breathing, when your body stops moving, and you become an immobile entity, and you are no more called by your name, but you are called by the body of so and so, which means that you had disintegrated, disconnected, sever yourself from the connection of your identification, which is the body. And then the body goes into the same process of degeneration, whether it is burnt, whether it is buried, whether it is left over. Your body, my body, all the bodies that have ever been created would undergo a process of degeneration, faster or slower, and then it becomes one with the nature, going into its essential characteristics of fine existence, of the space, of the fire, of the air, of the water, and the solid matter. Each part that constituted our body would go and merge into the major principle of itself. But then, what was that which was in the body and now it is not? Is it still there? And where is it? What is it doing? Is the question of exploration in all the religions and all the philosophies. And when you pursue this question, ultimately you would discover that you are nothing but a small speck of nothingness. When this realization dawns on you that you are nothing but a small speck of nothingness, then you have expanded yourself to the infinity, because nothingness is infinite. When you realize this principle of infinity in you, you become the expanded ones, the consciousness itself and the Godness itself. The Aum is that secret key which will help you to decongest your mind and to clarify all the abstractive questions and the abstractive inquiries that you may ever have, either in your day-to-day life or in your personal life or in